excited for your entire organization. That's the great thing about Herbalife is all the relationships and the connections that we get to make with other people who love doing the same thing that we do. And I'm just, oh, wow. Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm going to dive right in and get started. Thanks for spending your end of the month with us tonight. And I hope that I can bring some value in building your business at home with everything that's going on right now. And Tara is right. 1 year ago today, I actually quit my job and decided to pursue this business full time. And it was the best decision that I ever made. So what a better way to celebrate that 1 year anniversary than kind of reflecting and being able to give some, value and knowledge to others on how we were able to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am going to pull up my PowerPoint. So give me just a second. I'm going to give you a super just quick background on myself and my story, and we're going to dive right into some really in-depth tips and tricks on how to utilize social media to grow your business. I know a lot of you have seen my training before, so my PowerPoint may look familiar, but I am going to be kind of taking it in a different direction. So give me just a second to pull that up, and we'll get started. All right. Yes. Awesome. Give me 1 second, guys. I got it pulled up, but my Zoom keeps going away, and I want to see you guys. Hold on. You think after doing this, it would be the same all the time, but okay, there we go.
Hope you didn't change anything on my end for you to share your screen for us.
Sorry, 1 second. I think I've got it. My bad. Hold on. We got this. No problem. You think I've shared my screen? It sounds apparently not. Can you guys see my PowerPoint now?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. We made it happen. Okay, guys. All right, let's dive in and get started. All righty, guys. My name is Hope Bain. I am 27 years old, and I live in a little town called New Bern, North Carolina. I was born and raised here. Known for the birthplace of Betsy, and Nicholas Sparks lives here. He was like my soccer coach, and it's super weird because he lives here in our town. And he's just Nick, and he's all running around. But I like to call us a little mini Charleston, just kind of that southern vibe. And this is my husband Josh. He's a lineman for the power company, and my 3.5-year-old daughter Aspen. And before Herbalife, growing up, I had a pretty normal, average childhood. We didn't grow up with much, but I had everything that I ever needed. And I loved to dance. I was a competitive dancer in high school, and I was pretty good. I was pretty good at it. Maintained a pretty healthy weight all through high school, and I decided I wanted to pursue dance as my career. So I actually went to college to be a professional dancer. And after 1 year in the dance performance program, I decided that, you know what, being a dancer, I was pretty good, but I wasn't the best. I wasn't the best dancer, right? And that's kind of one of those careers where you kind of got to be in that top-notch people to really make a great career out of it. And so I decided to go a different route, and I decided to become a dental assistant and also pursue dance on the side, and teaching at local dance studios and choreographing and doing what I love to do. So I actually met my sponsor, Shannon, Millionaire Team member Shannon Salas in dental assisting school, and met my husband and got married, and had a pretty decent life, you guys. Got pregnant about 2 years after I got married, had my daughter Aspen, gained some weight, and was kind of living that lifestyle. I had a decent job working as a certified dental assistant. We were making ends meet. We had a little bit extra, not much. But I, found myself coming home from work every day, just exhausted, miserable, didn't want to do anything with my family because I was too tired. And I just decided that enough was enough. It was really time for a change. I saw on social media that Shannon was using Herbalife products. She was having great results. I reached out to her. I got started. I was super, super skeptical. And I lost 5.6 pounds in my first week, 13 pounds in my first month. And a fun fact about me that I think is very important to share is that I grew up with a father who was absolutely infatuated with multi-level marketing companies. network marketing. He tried to do Amway. I mean, from one end to another, there were probably 20 of them that he tried to pursue. And I feel that my father did it in the not best way. He was always just, I felt like harassing people as a child. I remember he would drop me off at my like friend's house for a sleepover, and he would be like, "So, do you guys want to sit down and have this business meeting?" You know, in the most awkward way when people weren't interested and didn't express that they were interested in. So I despise what I thought was network marketing and multi-level marketing and people who wanted to do things at home and side hustle and I'm not proud to say that, but I think it's very important because I was always like, oh, I'll never sell Herbalife. That's not my thing. No way, Jose, Shannon, are you ever going to get me to do this? I had a great experience with her, right? But I lost 13 pounds and I thought, okay, what if I could do this differently than what I saw as my example? What if I could share my results? If I could be helpful, if I could really make a difference in my community and my friends and my family and my coworkers, because I found something that's affordable and delicious and it works. So I promised myself that I was going to do it in a way that I was very proud of and that I felt was appropriate. And so thank goodness that I made that life-changing decision on the 4th of July, 2018, became a distributor, started sharing my story on Facebook and Instagram, very outside of my comfort zone. But you guys, these products changed my life. I lost 52 pounds, over 30 inches. And for me personally, I never exercised at all. Herbalife recommends exercise as part of the healthy and balanced lifestyle, but it goes to show you what nutrition will do. I'm standing in one pant leg on the picture on the right, and I got these results in about 5.5 months, even though these pictures are taken 365 days apart. So, I will literally do Herbalife every day for the rest of my life, forever and ever. Amen. There's nothing anybody can tell me. My doctor took me off of 3 medications, even though Herbalife doesn't claim to treat, cure, prevent any diseases. But I'm just the healthiest I've ever been, and I just have to start off that way because I will never forget what Herbalife did for me, and I'm excited to be able to do something for them, be able to share my story for them, and they just continue to treat us like kings and queens. I started my business on July 4th, 2018, and I would like to say that we have a very unusual story, and whenever I'm asked to speak, I always try to think of things that make us different, our organization different, and ways that I can bring value that might be unique. And one thing about us that's unique is we had very rapid growth, which is something that's not very common, but there's some things we could take from that and maybe try to apply to see if they can help you in your business. And we also have what I believe to be unusually high volume. We do unusually high volume from home. And so I'm going to share with you guys how I'm able to do that. So I started the business in June, right? Active World Team in February, Get Team in April, Get 2.5 in May, qualify for the vacation in April, which is insane. And at the time, I've only been doing this for 7 or 8 months, 9 months, and there's leaders all around going, who are you? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just sharing literally just working full time, sharing my results on social media and signing people up. And so I'm so thankful. I feel so blessed and so fortunate. And now I didn't even kind of realize what we were able to do. We're so close to those meal cuts. We're so close. So I'm excited, and the impact that it's making all around is really exciting, but that's where we're at. And I love this quote at the bottom that says, do not go where the path may lead, instead go where there is no path and lead. I really like this because it's incredibly important for us to learn from our leaders, to take advice from Mark Hughes and Jim Rohn, the President's Team leaders, the other tab team leaders in our organizations and in Herbalife. But it's also important to try new things and to do new things that you feel might be effective and work, because no one ever did anything super special without trying something new. Mark Hughes tried something new, right? So don't be afraid to do that, because it could just be the thing that works really well for you. I decided to share this slide with you guys. A lot of you may have seen the LDW. I don't share it for the recognition or anything, but I like for people to see where I'm coming from and what these tips and tricks that I'm going to give you guys tonight have done for me. So within my first year of the business, and we have maintained I've maintained very similar personal volume, went from, again, started in June, right? So by January, I was doing over 20,000 volume points a month. There's no nutrition club here, zero. No organizational nutrition club, personal nutrition club, all Facebook and Instagram and people that I know, right? Was able to kind of top it off at 37,000 volume points in February and 36,000 volume points in April, which don't let that, I realize now that's very unusual, okay? But guess what? I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do it too, right? But so I know that that is a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? But the great news that I have for you guys, listen in, the great news that I have for you is it's duplicatable, okay? And I can prove it because as you can see, our org volume was 57,000 volume points in April with 6 supervisors, 6 frontline supervisors, and 8 supervisors. You see what I'm saying? So that volume is duplicatable, guys. And I'm so excited to be able to share some of that with you guys. Let's skip that one. Okay, so what do we do in Herbalife? How do we get these clients? How do we earn volume, which you know, moves us up the marketing plan and which provides an income for our family? Well, first and foremost, get results. Okay, you're going to hear that all the time. And it doesn't matter what kind of results you need to get. Maybe you're someone who's already very active and fit and, you know, you don't have these weight loss pictures like I had. That's okay. Some of the highest people in Herbalife are, oh my gosh, have you seen these people? They look incredible. I'm like, I'm going to come to the gym with you. So, you know, whether it be weight loss, weight gain, weight maintenance, maybe postpartum results, maybe just gastrointestinal health, maybe, you know, more energy, whatever it is, find a result and share it, right? That picture that Shannon made me take that I wanted to get her through the phone for making me take was the best decision I ever made, okay? And I had no intention on ever sharing that photo. So if you're out there, I really encourage you, take the photos, even if you don't think you'll ever share them. If I didn't have that photo, I'm not sure if my social media presence would be as effective as it is because the results are so eye-catching and noticeable. So use the products, they work, get the results, and people are gonna come to you. Be confident. Confidence is so important in this business. I can tell you right now, whatever you think about this business is what's going to happen to you. If you don't think this business works, it will not work for you. If you're on the fence about whether it's going to work, your clients and your distributors will be on the fence. If you are confident, like, I know this is possible for me, I know that I'm capable of this, it will happen for you. If you want to be a doctor, all you got to do is go right down the steps to be a doctor and start doing them one by one and check them off. If you want to go to Spain on a trip, all you got to do is do the research, book the flight, book the hotel, check them off and go. If you want to be on the president's team for Herbalife, you have to figure out the steps to get there, figure out the numbers to get there, help people and check them off, and you will get there. So be confident because it is so attractive and it will really bring people to you, both clients, customers, and distributors. Choose your daily method of operation. I really encourage you, if you're brand new, to start with something that you're comfortable with. And then as you start to grow a little bit in this business, choose things that make you uncomfortable, but that you know are good things that will make you grow. Choose what it is that you want to do every day, whether it be social media, whether it be a nutrition club, whether it be a fit camp, and then eventually choose 3. A very wise president's team member told me extravaganza when I was having the moment in my life. He said, Hope, you know, you're really great at social media. And I mean, you're something else. You're really something special. But what happens when Instagram gets shut down? Or what happens when Facebook gets shut down? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he's like, I mean, it probably won't, but what would you do? You know, and I thought, wow, that's really something to think about, right? So why not have 2? Why not open a nutrition club so that I have all these different daily methods of operation now that I'm growing? If Instagram or Facebook does have this crazy freeze and it doesn't work for weeks, I have my nutrition club to fall back on. If our nutrition club doors close, which a lot of people are now, or of course are being affected and we're staying open and we're getting creative, right? But it's taking a hit on our nutrition clubs. Guess what? I've had the best month I've ever had this month in Herbalife. My organizations have had the highest month they've ever had this month in Herbalife. Y'all's organizations have probably, I think, had the best months they've ever had in Herbalife. So how cool is that we can utilize social media? set up a 90-day plan. If you're someone on this call who's heard that 100 times and you've never done it, don't start April 1st tomorrow without doing it. Write down what you're going to do every day for 90 days when you go to bed tonight, and get up tomorrow morning and do it. It will change your life. Professionalism. I'm kind of big on this. I like to call this the 70-30 theory, okay? And this is my personal theory, okay, for social media. I like to be 70% attractive, professional, high quality photos, well-written, captions, grammar, I like for it to be very attractive and very professional. And then I like for 30% of it to be like, I'm just this Southern girl, hanging out with my family, fishing on the weekend, chilling with my friends, down to earth, reasonable person. So I think it's very important to find that balance. People like to know that you know what you're talking about when it comes to Herbalife, that you know about the products, that you know about the company, and that you're just, professional on social media, because we don't have that person-to-person interaction, right? So how can what we're posting stop somebody and make them go, wow, I want to hear from that girl about Herbalife, or that guy from Herbalife, because they look like they're taking this pretty seriously and they know what they're doing. I always like to say this: offer a 3-day trial, preferred membership, or retail purchase. People like to know their options, and they really respect you give them all of those options. I will say that my organization, my personal volume, is a little bit unique and different from most people, in that I would say 90% of my volume is personal, preferred members, 5% is retail, and 5% is from. I have a lot of preferred members, and I would say that that's been duplicated in my organization. We get preferred members. I get about 20 to 25 preferred members from my club every month, personally. And then the girls can do about that as well. So really, that really works for us. I think it's underrated for a lot of organizations who they're maybe not as comfortable with it. It just seems a little out of their comfort zone. But I can tell you, you can make great volume, keep happy clients, and make a great paycheck from preferred members for sure. 30-day complete money back guarantee, including shipping. If you're just getting started on social media, if you're trying to figure out what's going on, you're really trying to grow your business from home right now, make sure you let people know that. It's very attractive, especially for people who maybe don't know you or who don't know you that well. They're going to be much more likely to purchase a $200 program through social media when they know there's a 30-day money back guarantee, including their shipping, right? So I really like to make sure that people know that. And I would like to say, out of a 1.5 years of business and however many programs I've sold, I think I've had 3 returns. So don't be afraid. Guys, who's going to return this stuff? It's incredible. You know what I'm saying? But do that, because it makes people feel great. And did you know that preferred members have the option for a free flavor replacement? I say that on every call, because a lot of people don't know that. If you're a preferred member and they order wild berry and they don't like it, they can call Herbalife, and Herbalife will literally send them dulce de leche for free, or whatever flavor they prefer, and will almost always let them keep the flavor. They don't make them send it back unless they say it makes them ill, because Herbalife likes to check the product to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes they make them mail the label back in an envelope, but most of the time they do that. So what a great way to say, hey, don't stress about the flavors, guys, ordering through social media. If you don't like it, Herbalife will send you a new one for free as a preferred member. Cool, right? Love this at the bottom. A brand is what a business does. Reputation is what people remember. So I really like to make sure that my clients are happy and that I'm giving them everything that I can to make sure that they're wanting to send me their family members and their friends and their coworkers, because that's the biggest thing that you can do is make sure that you're taking care of people. So we're gonna really dive in on how to get these people on social media. And I like to let you guys know, I have what I like to call an average person's approach to social media that happens to be very effective. A lot of people, they download these programs that post for them and follow people for them and kind of do all this stuff. And I want to go ahead and let you guys know I don't do any of that. So everything that I'm going to tell you is like very normal, very achievable for an average person schedule and to be able to do. And I think there's 2 different ways to approach social media. There's cold market and there's warm market. At all times you want to consider both. You never want to write off one or the other, but this is very important, okay? 100% of my clientele is warm market social media, which means people that I either know or people that I know, or through connections in my area or connections with other people. Now, we like to go a lot of times as Herbalife distributors on Instagram to like maybe Jorge and Disney's page, or these people in Herbalife who've been very, very successful with social media. They're incredible, right? I mean, just wow, amazing. And we want to learn from them and we want to duplicate what they do. But you got to keep in mind, they didn't do what they do now when they were getting started. Okay? So if I tried to go post things like Jorge and Disney post with 500,000 followers, I'm going to look a little silly. They look amazing, right? So I like to go, what is going to attract people in my town to me on social media? What's going to attract people from my circles of influences that I've ever been into me on social media? Would I love for some girl in Nebraska to become my client, or Idaho who sees me on Instagram? Sure, but I don't have this massive Instagram following. I started with 800 followers on Instagram, about the same kind of thing on Facebook. So if you're someone on this call who already happens to have a really large social media page, that's incredible. You really could do a much better job at attracting cold market people, because you're going to pop up on cold market algorithms more often. But for everyone who's just kind of like normal social media, okay, for lack of a better term, kind of the average plain Jane situation, who can you find on social media? Think about it. High school friends, college friends, jobs, every job you've ever had, right? Every place you've ever lived, church, your kids' soccer team, gymnastics. How can we get those people to follow us on social media, okay? Well, let's go through this page and then I'm going to tell you how. All right, be authentic, be yourself. People can see right through you. Yes, you should be optimistic and fun and attractive, but be yourself, right? People want to know that you're a real person and that you care, and they want to get to know you. People have to like you before they're going to try Herbalife. They're going to get it because they like you, okay? Not because of anything else. They're going to say, oh gosh, I really like this girl or this guy. They seem really natural but very professional, and I really want to give this a try. Be attractive. This does not just mean in the way that you look. It means in the way that you speak, the way that you present yourself in your business. We want to make sure that we appear attractive. I posted this picture. It looks very all about myself. But the reason that I posted it was because this was taken with an iPhone 8, okay, in Orlando when I got pinned get 2.5 at an STS. And I got more likes on this picture than I've ever gotten on social media, okay, with this picture on my iPhone 8. Because it was just a good quality photo. So you don't have to go buy a fancy camera to get started on social media. Literally, portrait mode is the bomb.com if you've got any sort of iPhone Plus or going up, okay? And get pictures outside. It looks very attractive. We already talked about being professional. Be knowledgeable about the products. You will not know every little thing about every product. You will not know every little ingredient in the products, okay? Thank goodness that's Dana Ryan and all their job. But it is our job to kind of get to learn those basics as we grow. Yes, I've had so many people come to me and go, oh no, I don't want to do Herbalife. I need plant-based protein. And I'm like, well, you know what? You're in luck, because that's exactly what we got. 100% plant-based soy protein in all of our basic shakes, right? So it's just interesting that some people don't know those things, but kind of, start to learn the basics as you try new products. Read the descriptions on the back. Go on the website, look at the product description so that you know what it is, and talk about them on your social media so that people know what they are. Be available. Be available on social media. Be consistent. So this is a very specific social media point that I want to make to you guys, that I'm sure a lot of you have heard about, the algorithm, right? Facebook algorithm, Instagram algorithm. What's the algorithm? It seems complicated. Here's a really short and sweet version of the algorithm. Sorry, my chair's falling. Okay. The more you post, the more people see it. The less you post, the less people see it. That's the algorithm, okay? If you have 1,000 friends on Facebook, okay, but you post once every 2 weeks, 50 people see it. Facebook pops it up on 50 people's timeline. 50, okay? So that's crazy, right? But if you post once a day, 500 or 600 of those 1,000 people are going to see it. If you post 3 times a day, 800 or 900 of those people are going to see it. So that's what's very important, is that if you post, you're like, oh my gosh, I have the best post. This is the best picture. This is the best caption. Whoa, I'm so excited. This is going to be the best post ever. And you post it and it's like 10 likes and you're like, what in the world? It has to do with the algorithm. So it's really important to kind of set a standard for yourself. And I wanted to share my standard with you guys. Again, the average person standard, but also can be very successful. And that is 1 post per day, 10 to 20 slides on your story per day. Okay. That is going to get you started. It's going to help move you up the algorithm, and it's going to help you grow business social media. All right. What I like to say is the third rule. It's like the pie chart split in thirds. Third, personal life and lifestyle, 1/3 products, and 1/3 business. Okay. That's kind of the gray rule that I like to try to follow, right? When you go on my Instagram page, you're not going to just see straight Herbalife products all the way down the page, right? You're not just going to see straight Herbalife pins all down the page, and you're not just going to see straight, lifestyle at the beach pictures. It's a mixture. And I think that that's very important. What does your social media store look like? Do you look like the lights are always on and you're always there all the time, you're available, people know they can reach out to you? Or does it look like, I'm not really sure if they're interested, it looks like they want to give this a try, but they're just not really into it? Make sure that you look like your social media store is open 24/7. Have that balance, and in my opinion, steer away from negativity. I think it's very important to be your own person, have your opinions and your beliefs and state those. But I like to make sure that I'm not sharing negative things on social media, whether it be political or like dirty humor, because I think it just kind of brings down my level of professionalism, and it doesn't do anything but cause strife. And so I just choose not to share those things on my social media, and to try to keep it a positive place where everyone feels welcome. And I like to say, don't be eye candy, be soul food. Like, what are you feeding people? What are you giving people that makes them want to watch your story every day? Is it just because you're super cute, or is it because you're super cool? Like, let's be both, and let's really be super cool and make people feel comfortable. So interactions on social media. Go and explain the products regularly. If you're getting started in this business, you have kids, maybe a family, you're working full time, you're already making all these products and using them anyway. Okay, so why not take the time to video yourself? You can literally prop your phone up and scroll over to hands-free, so you don't have to be holding down the button for your story, and be like, hey guys, my morning's a train wreck. Kids are everywhere, but thank goodness for my 2-minute shake that's going to make me feel like $1 million and cost $1.85, the preferred member, right? So we probably can't even say that it costs $1.85 anymore, but it's inexpensive and affordable, right? So, show them making your shake. Explain what a shake is. Explain what a tea is. This is a really big one, so ding, 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 zone in on this. Answer their questions before they ever even ask. This is my biggest thing that I would tell you to do, right? What is Herbalife? What does it do? What does it cost? What happens if I don't like it? What does it taste like? What kind of results should I expect? What do I get when I sign up with you? Those are all the questions that I like to try to answer before people ever even reach out. Hey guys, if you've been following my story and you're really interested in Herbalife, let me give you a little background. If you're trying to, lose weight, you're going to replace 2 meals a day with a shake, 2 tea and aloes per day, 1 big healthy meal, 2 healthy snacks, and there's lots of affordable enhancers that you can add later on. You're going to get put in a group chat that's a 24/7 group chat where I post raffles, promotions, tips, recipes, advice, workouts, etc. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on all of your products. I'm going to send you detailed step-by-step instructions on how to make your shakes and tea and aloe at home. Lots of recipes. And you can reach out for information. I'll be sure to send you this information to browse over. If it's for you, awesome. I'll be sure to walk you through step-by-step. And if not, no problem. People love that. They know what they're going to get, right? They're like, okay, this makes sense. This isn't just a bunch of, pills that people take, or or whatever it is, right? So go ahead, you know people have those questions because you did too. So let people know what they're going to get. Follow groups and hashtags with similarities. So this, usually when I talk about this, people start to zone out because it sounds like something that they don't want to do. It sounds too difficult, right? But I'm going to explain to you why this is so simple. Are you ready? Okay. Here's how you can get people on social media. Go to Instagram. Do you have a healthy cafe in your town? Like a healthy food cafe? Like for us, we have this shop called Vine. It's called Vine, and it's like a healthy cafe, salads and sandwiches. And they have a cute social media page. So I know that people who follow them and like their pictures on social media, like their shop and like to eat healthy, right? So what do? I literally go to their page and I click on their most recent picture. Picture of a salad. 86 people like this post. You know what you got to do? You click 86 people, and guess what Instagram does? Pops every single one of them up in a list with a little blue thing that goes follow, 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 follow. And I follow all 86 people that liked the salad in my town because I know there are people from my town, and I know there are people who like healthy food. Now they're going to see me and go, who's Hope? Click on it. It's this page of like health and wellness. Boom, shakalaka. Also great for a nutrition club, right? Such an easy idea for you to do to follow people. And it can be a gym. Go to your local Planet Fitness Instagram page. Look at the most recent picture. We'll follow all the people that liked the picture. I'm telling you, easiest thing I ever did. I do that once a day. It's great because those people will start to follow you back and it will grow your page. You can even do it for like a mom page or the soccer page, whatever it is that you feel like. But make sure your page is attractive. For example, if one of those people were to click on your page, would it be very dark and kind of lots of low quality photos, not that much activity? Or would it look, like something that's eye catching and bright and colorful and okay, what's this person doing? So that's so easy. Another way to go up on the algorithm for more people to follow you is to offer polls, questions, and email info. So this is important. When the more people interact with your posts and your stories, the more you go up on the algorithm and the more you pop up on their page. So if you take a poll on your story that says, which shake should I have for dinner tonight? Oreo cheesecake or Butterfinger? And people vote on it, the next time they get on Instagram, your story is going to be the first story that pops up because they interacted with your story. So even if it's non-Herbalife related, like I don't know about you guys, it drives me bananas. I said this all the time. And I will ask have a poll about Herbalife, and some people will answer it. I'll have a poll about which lamps to choose for my bedroom, and 600 people vote on my polls for my lamps. And I'm like, goodness gracious, okay? But it showed them that I'm a real person, and it makes me pop up on their algorithm. Another one you can do is just a little ask a question box in your story, and you can put drop your email in this box for me to email you information about Herbalife. Be prepared if you do that because you're going to get a lot of them, and you're going to have to email a lot of people. So what a great way that you can email people information that they asked for. You didn't push it on them. They gave you their email, right? And then that you also pop up on their algorithm. It's great. Voice messenger is everything. This is, oh my gosh, you guys, just drop the mic. Voice messenger will change your life on social media. Not only will it save your pretty fingers, but people will like you, okay? People will like you because they will hear that you're friendly and you're outgoing and you're knowledgeable, right? When people reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram, they'll go, hey, Hope, I think I'm interested in Herbalife. Could you send me some information? And you tell half the time they're terrified. Like they don't know if they're going to get like drugged into this like salesy conversation. And I always do the same thing every time. I voice message them and I say, hey, thank you so much for reaching out. I would love to send you some awesome information about Herbalife for you to browse over, check out, and see if it's for you. Let me know your goals. What are your expectations? What is it that you're trying to achieve? And that way I can be sure to send you all the appropriate recommendations. People always say the same thing right back. They go, oh my God, you're so nice. And every time I'm like, what? People think I'm not going to be nice. They're so surprised. But they hear that you're this real person, right? You're not this old man living in his mom's basement pretending to be somebody else. You're not like, crazy. Like they're like, oh, wow, she's super friendly. He's super nice. Whatever it is, voice messenger seals the dealio, okay? So smart. Also a great way for you to do follow-ups with your clients if you have an iPhone and they have an iPhone. I mean, just wonderful. Hey, Sarah, wanted to check on you, see how things going, see how things are going, how you're feeling. I know your life's crazy, running around with kids. Want to make sure you're having energy. Shoot me a message whenever. Always get a response. It's great. One of the biggest things I did when I started this business, because we didn't have one in our organization, and I think this is kind of what got everything started for us, is when I started getting a lot of people messaging me all the time, and I was messaging them back. Oh, well, there's shakes, and oh, well, there's teas, and here's where you go, and yes, you don't have to do the teas, but you should do the shake. I was like, this is not going to work. I'm working a full-time job. I have a family. I've got to find some balance. So what I did was I took 20 minutes one night, and I typed up this well put together message that explains everything. Retail versus preferred membership, step-by-step instructions on how to become a preferred member with my ID number and my name, product recommendations and SKU numbers, flavor options, what their daily schedule would look like on the program, right? Tea, shake, snack, lunch, shake, snack, tea, shake. Y'all know the deal, right? The detailed recommendations. So literally by the time they get done reading this message, 30 day money back guarantee, always, they get it. And it eliminates you having to have this significantly lengthy conversation with someone where they get overwhelmed, there's too much going on. So it always say the same thing. I don't just send it. I don't just send this prompt over, right? I voice message them. I say, look, I'm going to send you a message that covers all the questions I know that you have, covers which products I recommend and why, what your daily schedule or routine would look like on the program, what all it includes, the cost, etc. Read it over, check it out, let me know if you have any questions. I send that to them and I wait. 5 or 6 times out of 10, I get an email that I have a preferred member before they've even responded. Crazy, right? But what it does is it doesn't take away from that personal conversation. That's not the plan, right? It's to take away from them. It makes you look very well put together. In fact, I've had people who've reached out to other people before in my own organization who've said, well, I just wanted some information. And then I realized that no one ever even sent them that. They were just having this back and forth conversation, right? Great idea. You guys probably already have something like that, but what I can do is send it to Tara just so she can share with you guys to see if it may be something that you want to take some bits and pieces from. It's nothing super special, but it works really well. I save these and other different prompts and under notes in my phone so I can copy and paste them when appropriate. And I always offer to be available through the entire sign-up process for them to screenshot me their cart and let me know if they have any questions, stuff like that. Online weight loss challenges. Okay, I'm just going to share with you guys how we do ours because these are huge. We always have about 120 people in our weight loss challenges every week, between Shane and I. And our weight loss challenges are a great way to not only get new clients, but get recurring or current clients to reorder. And this is just the way we do them. There's 100 different ways you can do this. We make it that the coaches pay a fee, one for unlimited clients to join the challenge. So it's completely free for people to join the challenge as long as they've bought Herbalife products from you or someone in your org, right? Brand new distributors pay nothing. Senior consultants pay $10. Qualified producers pay $20. And supervisors pay and above pay $30. This is for unlimited clients to join the challenge, okay? And all that money gets cash out to one person. It stays in a pot. And then at the end of the challenge, we vote on first, second, and third place based on photo transformations only, front, side, and back. Hold a sign that has the date in each picture so we can prove that the photos are current. And then the funds get distributed. We create a group chat on Telegram for the coaches to submit all the photos in, and then one for all the coaches and clients to be in together. And we create some sort of a simple schedule. Like on Mondays, we all post a picture of ourselves and introduce ourselves to coaches, right? On Tuesdays, we all post our Before and Transformation Tuesday picture. On Wednesday, we all post our favorite shake recipe. On Thursday, we all post our favorite snack recipe so that it's always very active and fun. We do a weekly raffle. Make the raffle something that you can benefit from. So a lot of times we do something like what is your favorite thing about Herbalife? Or what is your favorite Herbalife product? Or how much weight have you lost? Like, what results have you seen already in this challenge? Because you know what you guys do with that? You screenshot it and you screen record it, right? You can blur out their personal name and information, and you share that on your posts and your stories, and people can see people in your challenge who are very happy, who are having great results, and it's very attractive. So 21-day challenges, we do one every single month. It works very well for us. They're actually voting on one now. I voted right before I joined on the calls. I'm so excited to see who's going to win. Okay, retaining clients on social media. Send detailed instructions for product usage. On the way back from Extravaganza, I sat on the plane and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to create a cute little graphic on WordSwag of how to make a shake, how to make a tea and aloe, and what your daily schedule should look like for best results. And it's literally just this like pretty graphic that says how to make a shake, how to make a tea and aloe, daily schedule. And so when people sign up, I text them these 3 photos. They're very attractive. They look very nice. There's something that they can save, and makes a lot of sense. So simple, right? And make sure that they're doing that, because most of us don't just do 2 scoops of Formula One with milk, like the thing says, right? We add our protein drink mix, a lot of water. So whatever it is that you recommend for your clients, just kind of have that typed out. A group chat. A group chat is so awesome, you guys. And what a better way to keep everyone in one place. We use Telegram, just like I'm sure you guys do. And all I do is I don't like say, would you like to join our group chat? No. I say, here's a link to our group chat. You're going to love it. It's the only place I can communicate with all my clients at the same time. You want to make sure you join, because I'm always posting promotions, raffles, recipes, tips, workouts, etc. And I literally just click settings, copy link, and copy and paste them the link in a text message. Weekly follow-ups, beyond essential in this business to do follow-ups. When I was first getting started in this business, I would follow up with several times the first week, always, right? And then like every Friday I would text or voice text all my clients. Now I have this sort of like semi-automated thing, because I could not text that many people, but that is personalized as you can keep your follow-ups, especially in the beginning, the first week, the first 2 weeks, checking on them, making sure they're pleased is just essential for business. Referrals. I have these on the screen. This is definitely something that I would recommend that you check with your sponsor or your upline to make sure that they feel is appropriate for you. I don't recommend for anyone to do this until they're at the supervisor level or above and they have a 50% discount. But this was something that I just personally chose to do, and it works very well for me. When I first got started in the business, I sent every single client that I had a shaker cup, the big container, as you can see in the picture, the little container, in a business card that I made on Zazzle. I would save all the green blow up things that come in our Herbalife packages, the air bubble things. Literally, I had 700,000 of them in my guest bedroom. It was bananas. And I would buy the cheap mailers. So I would buy these cheap mailers, put the green things in there, and put the cup, the shaker cups, and a little card that says, thanks so much for becoming my client. I can't wait to see your results, right? I would mail this to people. Best decision I ever made. The cup and the shaker cups cost me like $3 or maybe less, and then the shipping was $3. So it was $6, but I've made $50 on a preferred membership order or $100 on a retail order. I paid $6. This client is so pleased. And the best part about it is they take that shaker cup to work every day. And all their coworkers go, what are you doing? What is this you're drinking? You look great. You seem to be in a better mood on Friday. You were cranky on Monday, Martha. You look like you're in a great mood. They have this Herbalife cup. Just a great option. So highly recommend that you do that. For me, I chose to do a referral program when I first got started. Now I just do it every now and then. But I would, if you referred someone for a 1-month supply of products, again, ask your sponsor if they feel this is appropriate for you. And again, I don't recommend this unless you're at supervisor level, 50% discount, but I let them choose from Lift Off, Cellulose, Best Defense, or Face Mask. They were all under $10. I would mail it to them. They were so appreciative, okay? And I got 478 preferred members this way, okay? Crazy, all right? Now, did I keep that referral program for 478 preferred members? Absolutely not, because that would have been crazy. So when things started to really pick up and I was like, okay, this is great, but I don't want to buy that much stuff, right? I was like, okay, this is the last week. You can just announce it like that. It's still very professional. This is the last week for my referral program. Please take advantage this week if you would like to. And now if I'm having like a really slow week or a slow month, I'll say, we're going to do the referral program for this week or for this weekend or something like that. But this works really well for me and my team. Occasionally, promotions or raffles. I never personally offered discounts like on retail, but we would do promotions or raffles. So like if I had a distributor who was really close to the World Team Cut, like if it were right now and I had a girl who was like at 2,400 volume points, I would be like, girl, you should totally do a fun promotion. You're already a supervisor. Hey, whoever orders 150 volume points between now and 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time gets free cellulose on me. Boom, so fun. And in my opinion, it's a great way to give back to your clients. It's a great way to show your appreciation. People like that sort of thing, but make sure it's appropriate and economical. We want you guys to make money. And if you're doing something like that, we want to make sure it benefits you more in the long run than what you might be losing a little bit to give to them. But it sure does create a great fun vibe and reputation. Don't be attached to the outcome. I actually had the privilege of flying to Extravaganza right beside President's team, Mike Curtis, who I know you guys all know so well. I know when I sat down beside him, he was like, oh my God, here we go. Because I was like, best day of my life. Oh my gosh. And he was like, okay. I said, can I please ask you questions? He said, yes, girl, you got me for 2.5 hours. So I asked him all this advice and I'll never forget. He said, don't be attached to the outcome. He was like, you seem like a very like passionate, very sensitive, empathetic person. He said, if someone doesn't like it, who cares? If someone doesn't want to do it, who cares? You know, he said, you're going to have people who quit. You know, guys, I had a girl who did 5,000 volume points and the next day she converted to a preferred member. I mean, like, because she didn't think it was good enough, you know, and it's things like that that we learn and we grow through personal development and through leadership. And we have this moment where we're like, what is going on? But don't be attached to the outcome. Be there for people, love on people, and strive, in my opinion, for 75% or more retention rate. Okay, that's really high, but I think that's a great thing to strive for. If every single preferred member in my entire organization ordered next month, I'd have a cut to 20K presidency. Okay, so with that being said, don't assume that every client you're going to have is going to order forever. You know, don't get 10 clients and go, oh, I have 10 clients for life. This is what I'm going to get. It's not going to work like that. It's just like anything else, right? Where people order, they do it a while and they fall off. You'll have the occasional people who stay on. They have long-term results. They convert to distributors. They keep getting new, keep getting new, keep getting new. And always deliver more than expected. That was my intention since day one. I want to do this different. I want to do it better. I want to provide my great experience. Sometimes I'll send people instructions and invitation to the group chat, and they'll refer to their sister before they even get their product because they had a great experience through ordering, right? So always deliver more than expected. I'm going to kind of wrap up quickly here. I know we're catching up. But social media recruiting distributors, there's so many ways to recruit distributors on social media. And think of all those different ways that people may be attracted to this business. If it is a check under $1,000 from Herbalife, you can post it on social media. And so what our organization likes to do is everyone who has checks under $1,000, they'll screenshot their check. It's also a great way for people just getting started to see what other people are reasonably making and to get excited and congratulate on other people on those checks. And so we'll, of course, make sure that we're not sharing that person's personal information. Post those screenshots of these checks of people in your organization making $513.81. You know, I mean, that could really be life-changing for some people. We, of course, can't share career level income on social media. But I remember when I was first getting started, I said something like, you guys, I could have paid my mortgage 6 times this month or something like that. And I put a disclaimer on that. But you can say things like that in what you feel is a tasteful way that can allude to people, for people to understand that this really can be life-changing career level income. You know, it really can be. So find appropriate ways that are always following the rules of Herbalife in making sure that you can share that with people. We have longevity and credibility. 40 years, 95 countries, more countries than Nike. Cool, right? So cool. You can travel, post pictures of traveling, that selfie. I love that my upline caught that picture of me taking that selfie on Bird Street. How cool is that, right? Like some people want to travel. Some people have children and they want to be able to stay at home with their kids. Some people just want friends. They need friends, right? Like share all those things that you're getting from the business on social media. Do you have a client who's loving the process? That is like the biggest ding, 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 ding bell. Hey, Hope, I'm so thankful for you and sharing your story. I've lost 25 pounds. I feel amazing. I haven't had soda in a month and a half. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're going to be my next distributor, right? So what a better person who knows how to use the products, knows they work, right? And is excited about it to be a distributor. I mean, there couldn't be anything better, right? All right, so some key points on social media here. Find the balance, that 70-30 balance between being real, right? Be real, but also be professional, be attractive, and allow people to feel comfortable reaching out to you, right? We want to make people feel so comfortable seeing our posts and our stories on Instagram and Facebook that they know that you're not, gonna bother them. You know that you're not gonna annoy them. You just really want to send them information and be helpful. Post conversations with clients who are happy, okay? When you're doing your follow-ups with your clients via text and they're texting you back their results, screenshot, 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 post them in your stories, scribble out their name. I mean, boom, 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 boom. People are watching your clients text you that morning and say they've lost 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 15 pounds, gained weight, whatever it is. So smart, okay? Post personal results and your client results if they'll let you, okay? And that's another great thing about the 21-day challenges with the photos is you can post those winners. Promote happiness and success with integrity, okay? What I mean by this is you want to make yourself look successful in this business to be attractive without being false, okay? So a way that you can do that is, for example, if you're just getting started, you only have 2 clients, 3 clients, right? But you really want to grow this business from social media. You can get on your social media and say, thank you to all my clients out there. I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm excited to help you on your journey and I'm excited to help more people. That, you saying thank you to all my clients, even though you only have 2 or 3, is just kind of attractive and people want to be where other people are. I always use the dingy bar situation, right? There could be 5 bars downtown. If all the people are at the crappy, yucky one, everyone's going to go to the crappy, yucky one because everyone wants to go where everybody else is, right? It's just kind of like what we like to do. We like to go to the restaurant where there's a lot of people. We like to go be around people and do what other people are doing. So show success. Take nice pictures at your events, you guys. Don't, be proud of what you've accomplished. Be proud when you hit senior consultant. Be proud when you hit qualified producer. Supervisor. That's amazing, you guys, and you're helping people and it's going to help you grow. Establish rapport and a reputation, as we already talked about. It's very important for people to know that they can come to you and get great, valuable information, that you'll do a great job. I had a woman one time she was an older lady, one of my 3 returns. She didn't like the product. She sent them all back. And a month later, she referred me her daughter, who became a client and is now my first line supervisor. Okay, because the woman had a good experience with me. I didn't love them as much as I do, but I'm so glad you have a 30-day money back guarantee. Here's the number you can call. Let me know if I can help you. And she sent me her daughter because she had a good experience with me. And so make sure that you keep those connections, good connections with people. Be consistent with your stories and posts to show up on the algorithm. Again, 1 post a day, 10 to 20 slides a day. Start there and watch what happens. And how many people are watching you, okay? If you have 300 followers on Instagram, no problem. If you have 300 followers on Instagram a year from now, problem, right? You did the same presentation for the same 300 people every day for 365 days. So you have to follow people, like we talked about, going on the local place, the local tags, going to the pictures. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to go pick one person on social media to follow today. Who should that be? No. We want to go somewhere where it provides you with a list and you can go follow, right? On something that makes sense that relates to you. Okay. And that's going to grow your following. Facebook does it for you. Facebook rocks. You log in, you scroll down, and it goes, people you may know. John Smith, 233 friends. Add friend. Carol Davis, 93 friends. Add friend. If I have more than 50 friends with them, I send them a friend request, because then I'm going to start popping up on their algorithm, and they have something, they know that I'm real because we have mutual friends. You see what I'm saying? They may not know me, but if we have that many mutual friends, they know I'm real. So it's really going to make people follow you. This is a fun fact. A lot of people like to make fun of me. 90% of my business is Facebook. I link my Instagram and my Facebook together. You can just go to settings and you can link them together, but I post everything on Instagram. I post my stories on Instagram and my posts on Instagram, but they immediately post my stories and post to Facebook. Okay. Same with my nutrition club. So I do everything through Instagram and it posts itself to Facebook. All right. But Facebook is something that's been around longer. So if you're in a smaller kind of town and you know a lot of people or you've known people in your past, Facebook's usually going to be where you're going to be able to find those people. A couple, this slide isn't, we're not doing personal development section, but I'm going to leave it up because I want to do these couple things for you guys. All right, this is just a general tip. In my opinion, energy one tends to be the time that most people are on the phone. That being said, a lot of people will tell you to post first thing in the morning, lunchtime, and dinner time. But if you have a really good post that you want to post it between 6 and 7, around that time frame. Also the weekends, you'll notice more people are on their phones. Super important. Another very specific tip about getting your followers in your circles of influence. Think of one person you know from high school, right? If you're like, okay, how can I get all my high school friends that I haven't talked to in years on the program? Okay, I was friends with, Caroline, Jones in high school. Go to Caroline Jones on her Facebook page or one friend that you have, and then go to her friends. Okay, click on her friends, scroll through, and all those people you haven't seen in 10 years, they're all right there. It's hilarious. You're like, oh, there's Sean Davis, add friend. Oh my gosh, there's blah, blah, blah. And you can people that you actually know, or that you've met. I also work at a restaurant with Captain Rat, who work at the restaurant were there under her friends, of course, because they all work together. So I click there and add all those people. And now 9 people from Captain Ratty's are my clients. Crazy. Really take advantage of warm market social media. You see what I'm saying? Take advantage of your area, places that you've been to utilize social media, instead of focusing on how can I post this gorgeous picture in a bikini and it's not some random girl in California. You might, trust me, it's happened for people, but it's just more likely for you to utilize that social media for your circle if it's of influence. Comment on potentials posts. If you have someone, listen to this. I know we're at an hour. I'm wrapping things up. Okay. Comment on potentials posts. If you have someone who's messaged you about Herbalife and they have not responded to you or ordered, comment on their pictures. Comment on their, not like psycho, like several, in a row. But if you see that their post pops up, comment, oh my gosh, your daughter's so cute. Boom. It's going to make them remember you, remember that they messaged you, go back to their inbox and watch how quickly they message you back or order. It's crazy, okay? That's another great way to get clients to reorder who haven't ordered in a while. If you're scrolling through Instagram and one of your clients who hasn't ordered in a while posted a picture, like, hey girl, you look great. Boom, they see your face, they remember you, they remember Herbalife. That's also the best alternative that I have to potential follow-up. So for me personally, this is 100% a personal choice. I choose not to follow up with people who've reached out for information because I feel I can do it in an alternative way to make it more attractive. There's absolutely nothing wrong with reaching out to follow up with people who've reached out for information. But in my head, I'm like, okay, I see that they read it and they said they'd get back to me if they want to do it. So what's a way that I can remind them about it without being like, hey, I just wanted to check in and see if you wanted to order. Nothing wrong with that, but I comment on their pictures instead, right? Because that makes them remember me. Conversation that we had, and I feel like they're more likely to order. And so I just think that's a really great way to do that follow-up by making them remember you. And last but not least, online HOMs. So our organization does a weekly HOM call on Zoom. We post it on social media. We post it in chats and invite people to join. And it works very well for us. We usually have about 20 to 25 new people a week in our organization join the call. We do about 3, 4, 5 testimonies. And basically just an HOM that you would see at a nutrition club, but we kind of simplify it and we do it on social media. Or not on social media, we share it on social media, we do it on Zoom. But we do ours like every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And it works really well for us. You know, I never had a nutrition club to do an HOM. I didn't have a nutrition club at all. So I didn't know any different than a social media one. But I also am a big fan of a social media HOM because not everyone wants to come have a sit-down conversation. We are all people. We love people. We love conversation. Some people are terrified to come sit down and have a conversation. But what a better way that they can get this Zoom call? They can not turn their camera on. They can mute themselves, watch and listen in, and feel comfortable getting all of this information. So make sure you guys are doing your personal development. Your leaders in this group have so much personal development. We just feel love and kindness and encouragement from everywhere. I've never felt more comfortable in a room than I do with like Kelly and Tara and other leaders in this work who just always take the time to show people that they're appreciated and that they're cared about. And that is something that, you know, that's why I'm not at Mill Team yet, because this year I didn't have the personal development that I needed. And now I'm ready, and I'm a better leader because I've taken the time to read the books. I've taken the time to listen to them, and I've taken the time to learn how to treat people better and how to make them feel comfortable and focus on others. So learn how to be happy with what you have while you pursue all that you want, okay? Learn how to be so happy and proud of what you've already accomplished. There's nothing wrong with being proud. Have that moment, like, you know what, I worked my booty off. I'm so proud of this. And have that moment and then get ready to work hard and cheer other people on. Take responsibility for your own success. Don't make excuses. Relationships are most important more than anything. If there's someone else in your org about whose client it is, and that relationship with that distributor is more important. And the most rewarding life and things seem scary. When I quit my job a year ago today, I had family members that I respected and cared so much about who told me that I was crazy. The potential that it had, and I knew that I wanted to do it might be a little bit scary, but be a good human. That's it. Be a good human being. Treat everyone around you with respect and live in such a way that if someone spoke badly of you, that nobody will. But I'm going to check the chat because I didn't even see it. But thank you guys so much for letting me share. It was a privilege.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Hope. You are so amazing. I have goosebumps, and I'm so grateful. I know everybody else on the line is so grateful for you today and what you have poured into us. And girl, you are not only on your way to Mill Team, you are on your way to Prez Team and beyond. And I'm so grateful for you. So guys, thank you so much for jumping on tonight. I know you guys got tons of value. I'm going to unmute the line so you can thank Hope. And we're going to go rock out the rest of the end of month. And we'll see you on stage very soon, Hope.
Thank you, Hope.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hope.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night. Thank you, Dana.
Night, Mike and Tara.
If you can do